Hi, everyone. Just going to give it a minute or two to see if anybody else is going to join us today. So we'll just hang out live together for about another minute as we're shooting this live for Pulse Perfect Fit Studio in Windhoek, Namibia. I want to give people a chance to sign on and join us today. Okay, I think I see that we have 2 people live. Yay, welcome. I think we're going to start at 6 o'clock in the evening here in Windhoek, Namibia. Welcome. It's Wednesday, and Namibia is preparing to go into a lockdown in our city and the regions surrounding us. So it's a strange time for everyone. And this is related, obviously, to COVID-19. So we're all carrying a lot of stress and tension in the body as we're getting used to what is becoming very quickly a new normal. And despite it being temporary, it feels all-consuming for so many of us. So hopefully today with me, we can just kind of take all the stuff we're holding and just kind of park it. And try to come into the body, and today we're going to do a more athletic Pilates. So really getting the heart rate up and coming into the body, trying to control the body and the movements by way of the breath and with kind of a deeper mindful connection. So really coming in to the body. So welcome. We're going to start down on the mat. If you have a band handy, then you want to get that now. If you don't sweat it. It's fine. It's just an option. You can always get one and make sure you have one handy for the next time. So come lying down on your mat. On your back, hoping you can all see me okay. Take your hands and place them on the rib cage. And we're going to start to do some deep breaths here. So deep breath in through the nose. And out through pursed lips. Deep breath in through the nose, filling the lungs. Out to the sides of the room. And exhale through pursed lips. Narrow the ribcage, narrow the waist. Sink the tummy away from the waistband of your pants. Try that again. A few more times here. Last time, deep breath in. And out through pursed lips. That's your Pilates breathing. Send those legs long along your mat, and then you're lying down on your back. You're going to take your hands behind your head. Just doing some small cervical curls to warm up. Make sure your legs are glued together, your elbows are wide. Take a deep breath in. You want to bring your chin to your chest. Exhale, raise the head, the shoulders, and now line up the tip of your nose with between your big toes. Point those toes. You're sliding the ribs to the hips. Deep breath in at the top here. And exhale, sink your belly button. And all the way back down. Let's go. Speeding it up. Nod the chin. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's change that breath. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale to lower. Exhale through pursed lips. Inhale, lower. Let the head be heavy in the hands. Exhale up. Slide your ribs to your hips. Inhale, lower. 4 more. Inhale, lower. Keep your elbows wide. Inhale, lower. Keep those legs active. Inhale, lower. One final time. Stay at the top. Keep those elbows wide. Make sure your head is heavy in your hands, so there's no strain through the front of the neck. Raise the left leg. This is an option to advance it. Keep the leg where it is and lower. Keep the leg up. And inhale to lower. Keep the leg up. Inhale to lower. Inhale to lower. Two more. Inhale to lower. Last one. Inhale to lower and lower that left leg. Reach the right leg long through the toes. Lengthen to lift. Hold it up. Take a breath in here. And exhale, same principle. Cervical curl, come up, sink the belly button, ribs to hips, but your leg is long. Keep it up. Inhale to lower. 5 more. Inhale to lower. Inhale to lower. Last 3. Keep those elbows wide. 2 more. Inhale to lower. Inhale to lower. And lengthen to lower that leg. Beautiful. And reach the arms long. Shake those legs out. So warmed up the core there a little bit. We're going to come into our 100. Lots of options for the 100. So the first one is you can just bend the knees, soles of the feet to the mat. And 100 is a movement that's coming from the shoulder girdle here. Arms are straight. And you're going inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sinking that belly button down. Just make sure when you're up, if you're here, the body isn't wobbling with your 100. So you're staying nice and steady and controlled through the torso. Elbows are straight. You've cupped your palms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. If the neck takes strain, alternate hands coming behind to cup the head to support the neck. Another way to advance this is to bring the legs up to tabletop. So you've built on here. People who've been coming to Pilates for a while, or you're a seasoned Pilates student, you can send the legs long. You can even lower them. So lots of options for your 100. So choose that option now. Remember, if the neck gets really tired, take the head down and just focus on the movement from the shoulder girdle. Here we go. Raise the head up if you're starting there. Sink the belly button down. Legs can be at tabletop. They can be extended and lowered. And we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway there. Keep it up. 2 more sets. Last one. Big inhale, bend the knees, and exhale. Woo, release it down. That is your 100. Just checking in that you didn't take strain in the neck. So if you notice that you didn't give your neck enough support, just note that for yourself. And next time, alternate hands supporting the head or come down with the head, just till you build up that core strength that allows you to keep the head elevated for the length of your 100. So coming down here now, arms are reaching by your side. We'll give the neck a little bit of a break and come back to more chest lift work after. We're going to come into a pelvic tilt. So your ribs and your hips are in one line here, balancing a cup of water just between your pubic bone and your hip bone. So the water is leveling that cup, chin to chest. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, you're going to shorten the distance between the hip bones and the base of the rib cage and spill some water from that cup into the belly button. I've melted my low back down into the mat. Inhale here. And exhale, release that pelvis back to neutral. Let's speed it up. And we go. Spill the water in. Inhale to release that pelvis back to neutral. And right away, melt the low back into the mat. And inhale to release. Melt the low back into the mat. Feel the feet firmly rooted. Inhale, recover your neutral spine, neutral pelvis, we call it. And we go. Inhale back to neutral. One more time like this. Sink that belly button down towards the spine. Ribs and hips come closer to one another, chin to chest. Stay here. Feel a hollowness and a connectedness through the core. Ground down through your feet. And make sure your toes are pointing forward as you continue peeling. Engage the muscles of the bum. Keep the belly button drawing down towards the spine. Reach through those fingertips. When you come up, make sure that your ankles are underneath your knees. Squeeze the bum. Ribs and hips are connected in one line. No low back pain because I'm really bringing my pubic bone coming down. Articulating down. Make sure the chin is traveling towards the chest. All the way down. Inhale. Exhale. One movement. Go through that imprint. So melt the low back down into the mat. Squeeze the bum. Pubic bone towards the nose already. Ribs and hips in one line. So in other words, I'm not popping the rib cage up towards the ceiling. Bring it down into the back body. Pubic bone towards the nose. Reach you those fingertips. Actively pull the skin of your belly away from the waistband of your pants. In the body, inhale, and exhale, we go through that imprint. Press through the feet, ground down, squeeze the bum, pubic bone towards the nose. Deep breath in. On the exhale, float the arms up just above the heart center. Squeeze that bum. From here, you're going to maintain the shoulder bridge as we begin to scissor the arms. So inhale, one arm goes overhead, the other arm comes down. Exhale to center and switch. Inhale, scissor. Exhale above the heart center. Keep the hips up. Inhale. Exhale above the heart center. Keep drawing the belly button towards the spine. Inhale, reach. Arms meet at the heart center. Keep going. Inhale. Hold in the heart center. Hold it right above. Make sure you're not sagging in your hips or popping the rib cage. So strong core connection here. Take the arms both back over top of the head, but without popping the rib cage here. And now come down. Articulating down. Chin to chest. One vertebrae at a time. All the way down. Keep the arms where they are. Try not to let the rib cage pop. Inhale. And exhale, melt the low back into the mat. Squeeze the bum, peeling. One vertebrae at a time. We're back up in that shoulder bridge. The arms are overhead. Squeeze the glutes, the muscles of the bum. Press firmly through your feet. Make sure that you're not popping the rib cage up towards the ceiling. You can float the arms back up over top of the heart center. Deep breaths here. Let's see if you can ground down through your left foot. Squeeze the left bum, left shoulder and rib cage connected as you float the right leg up to tabletop. Feel the left side of the body working and float that right foot down. Ground down through your right foot. Activate your right bum cheek, right rib cage and right shoulder. Belly button to spine as you float the left leg up to tabletop without dropping through the hips. Inhale, stay. Exhale, keep the hips up as you lower that left foot down. You should feel the back line, we call it the posterior chain, firing up now. Inhale, and exhale, we're coming down. Articulating one vertebrae at a time back to your neutral pelvis, neutral spine. We're going up again, believe it or not. Inhale. And exhale, we go. Melt the low back down into the mat. Healing one vertebrae at a time all the way up. The arms are reaching towards the ceiling, palms facing in. Now we're going to lower the hips as a unit down about a halfway towards the floor. Squeeze the bum, press through the feet, and press up, opening up the front of your hip flexors. And we go. Inhale, lower halfway. Keep the rib cage connected as you exhale and press up. Here we go. Inhale. That's 3. Make sure your knees are tracking over your toes so they're not falling together or flaring open. We've got 2 more. 1 more. Squeeze, hold it up. Hold it up. Now take the weight over to your left side. Don't actually shift, just transfer the weight to your left foot. Almost as if you were gonna float your right body up, the right leg, the right knee, but we're not actually lifting. Just ground down through your left foot. Feel your left bottom cheek, left rib cage connected, left shoulder. Really feel that left side firing. Feel it for 3. Press down through the left foot for 2. A little bit more for 1. Back to center. Feel the weight evenly distributed now. Without dropping the hips, stay strong. Feel the glutes fire and shift to the right side. Feel the right foot grounding down. Woo, my right hamstring is on fire. Feel the right glute, right rib cage sinking in, belly button to spine, right shoulder. For 3, fired up. For 2, for 1, back to center. Inhale. Woo, and exhale, coming down with control. And hug those, wow. Knees into the chest. So posterior chain from the glutes through to the hamstrings, even into the calf muscles, feeling the muscles of the feet also really working to ground us down there. Lovely. Let's come into our single leg circles now. So you're going to place the right foot down. Keep that knee bent. For the foot that's down, arms are by your side, palms facing down, chin to chest. You're going to send your left leg long up to the ceiling. So for the leg circles, make sure here that the body doesn't move when we're isolating the left leg. Point the toes, ground down through your right foot, navel to spine. It's inhale to open up away from the body, and exhale, circle down, around, and back up to the start. Inhale, open. 3 more. Keep that body still. That's 4. Final time in this direction. Other direction, but flex the foot this time. Now, inhale to open. Inhale to cross the midline of the body. Exhale, circle down, around, and back up to the start. Speeding it up. 3 more. 2. 1. Hold in the center. Take the hands behind the hamstring. Inhale, nod the chin. Exhale, let's walk the hands up the leg. Reach for those toes. Keep sinking the belly button down. Reach for 3, 2, 1. Walk the hands down and release the head. 2 more times. Inhale, nod the chin. Exhale, walk it up and reach for those toes. Feel the back line lengthening. For 3, for 2, sink the belly button. For 1, and walking it down. Last one, inhale, nod the chin, and exhale, walk it up, and reach. For 3, lengthen that leg. For 2, for 1, deep breath in, shoulders down, and walk it down. Woo, and release that leg down. Leg circles on the other side. So hands are by the hips. Really reach to those fingertips so you're activating the triceps, the muscle at the back of the upper arm, as stabilizers. They're really important to stabilize through the trunk here as we're isolating the right leg. So we'll open up away from the body on this side with a pointed toe. It's inhale to open, lengthen that leg, and exhale, circle down, around, and back up to the stop. Inhale. 3 more. Try to keep the opposite leg perfectly still. Belly button to the spine. Final one. Hold in the center. Flex that foot. And we go across. Inhale across the body. Exhale down, around, and back up to the start. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Hold in the center, flex through that foot, energy through the heel. Hands come behind the hamstring, not the chin. And exhale, walk the hands up that leg, reach for the toes. 2, 1, and walk it down. Inhale. And exhale. Reach for the toes. Feel the back line lengthening for 2, for 1, and back down. Final one, inhale, and exhale, we walk it up and reach down and release that leg down to the mat. Take the arms out to the side in your T position, palms facing up, rib cage into the back body. Float the right leg up to tabletop, melt the low back into the mat without popping the chin up, and then float the left leg up to meet it. So now your legs are glued together in tabletop position. We're going to take the knees side to side. So if my knees go over towards my outside area here to my right, I'm allowed to lift the opposite hip. But what you don't want to have happen is this opposite shoulder doesn't want to travel with you. You don't want that to happen. Keep the opposite shoulder down. If it starts to lift, that's a sign too far towards the opposite direction. So then you just pause there. Let's try it together. So we go inhale to the right. The opposite hip can lift, but not the shoulder. Keep looking up at the ceiling, rib cage in. Inhale and exhale. Bring the ribs back to center, the belly button and the hips. Here we go. Inhale to the left. And exhale. Ribs, belly button, hips. To the right. Inhale. And center. To the left. Feel those obliques. Inhale to the right. Left hip can lift. Exhale. Ribs, belly button, hips to center. To the left. And exhale. Ribs, belly button, hips to center. One more time each side like this. To the left. Adding on to the right. Take those knees over. Don't let the feet drop. From here, take a breath in first. Exhale like there's some big, powerful connection at the belly. Navel to spine as you send the legs long on the diagonal. Inhale to bend, back to tabletop. Exhale, ribs, belly button, hips, back to center. To the left. Exhale, navel to spine as you send those legs long. Try to relax the neck and shoulders. Opposite shoulder down. Inhale to bend on the diagonal, and exhale, bring everything back to center. And again, to the right. And exhale, send them long, navel to spine, shoulders down, rib cage in. Inhale, bend, and exhale back to center. You're doing great. One more time, to the left. And exhale, extend, navel to spine. Send those toes long, reach. Inhale to bend, and powerful exhale to center. Take the hands behind the head. Raise the head, the shoulders, and look between your thighs. Take the hands, one on top of the other, pressing against my right thigh as I send my left leg long. If this is too much for the neck, you can do this with the head down. Coming up, press into that thigh. Quick inhale and exhale, switch. Really press into that thigh as the thigh presses back into you. Look between your thighs. And that's 5, 3 more. 2, 1. Hold in the center. Take the hands now to the outside of the shins. If your neck is sore, head can come down for double leg stretch. So it looks like this. Head can be up. Remember, I'm just showing an option. Inhale, everything long on a diagonal. Exhale, circle it around. Bring the knees back in, strong contraction. I'll give you the option with the head up. It's inhale. Keep it going. Really hit those end points. Be very precise with your movements. Bring that power from the navel. 4, 3, sink the belly button. 2, 1. Hold it here. Bring the hands behind the head. Elbows are wide. Back to tabletop. This is your crisscross. So you bring the right leg in as you send the left leg long. The lower you go with that opposite leg, the more on your abdominals. So keep it high if you need the support. Twist. Opposite rib and shoulder to knee. Inhale through center and twist. 4, really twist. 3, sink that belly button. 2, 1. Hold in the center. Release the head down. Take the hands one on top of the other underneath your sacrum, or just side by side to get a little bit of lift in the hips. Shoulders are down, your triceps are stabilizing again. Point your toes first, they're parallel. Flex the feet, turn the legs out from the hip socket like a ballerina. Chin to chest. We're going to lower the legs just about a quarter or halfway and use a powerful exhale to bring it back up. Inhale to lower. If you're a beginner or you're somebody who might possibly be expecting, or you're feeling this in the low back, try not to go as low, or you could even hold this here for a stability exercise, just focusing on the long legs, core connection, or just go a quarter of the way. If you feel you want something more athletic, go a little further. Don't let the chest collapse. Try to keep the collarbones wide. Let's do 4, navel to spine. 3, 2, 1. Hold, turn the legs parallel, bend the knees into the chest, and just hug the knees in. Woo! Well done. How's everybody feeling on this Wednesday evening? Hope you're keeping up. Don't forget to stop and drink hot in my studio right now. But you're all doing great. Okay, so let's do our roll up. Side body and also activate body. So the roll up is a really strong core exercise. We haven't used our band yet, but we will use it in our side work. Reach the arms up, palms facing in, right above our heart center. Ribs are in. Point those arms back now to frame the ears. Just notice when you take the arms back, the tendency is to pop in the ribs. You see how my shoulder blades at the back here and my bra band at the back popped off my mat. So try to bring the bra band or the cage down into the mat. Now keep that connection. This is ensuring that we maintain our abdominal connection through the front body as we take the arms back. Now, inhale the arms up, raise the head and look at the toes. Strong core, keep the legs grounded, draw the leg, the thigh bone into the hip socket to come up into your roll-up. Reach. Keep this nice C curve. Try not to get the shoulders too tight and hovering around the ears. Let them melt down. Inhale, you are going to start this reverse movement, leading with the low back, scoop through the belly, shoulders down, coming all the way down. Frame the ears. And we go. Inhale, look at the toes. Reach. Inhale, lead with the low back. Keep that breath audible. Keep it flowing. We're kind of forgetting to breathe during this time of so much stress. So while you're on the mat and being cued to breath, really make the most of it. Inhale. Find a nice flow for yourself. Let's try to do 4 more. Rib cage in. Scoop, scoop, scoop. If you're really struggling with this roll up, and I should have said this earlier, you can come to this point and just look at the toes and then bring it back down. That's your building blocks for your roll up. Otherwise, you build slowly to this full roll up. 1 more, and we'll stay at the top. Really reach, 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 and relax the arms. And roll it all the way up. Okay, let's turn over onto one side. Ah, lovely. Take the left hand down, and we're going to come onto the left knee here. And my wrist, I'm trying to stack my shoulder over my left wrist. My left knee is down, and I've got a nice long side body on both sides. So this hand can come to the head, it can come to the waist, and we're going to stay nice and strong. If you're finding it really strenuous to be on the wrist, I should indicate that you can do all of this on the forearm and just work here with the bottom hip down. So you're not aggravating wrist issues or anybody with a particularly vulnerable, injured shoulder. So you have options here. So we're going to float that top leg up and lower for 8. Keep the side body long. That's 3. Tummy's in. There's your 4th one. 4 more. 2, keep that chest open, tummy's in. 1, hold this one up. Flex the foot. Here is the kicker. You're going to try to bring, point the toes and bring it back. Forward for 2. Back for 2. Long body. Only 1 more time. Hold the leg to the side. Hold. Bring the knee in. And release. Woo! Lovely. Let's change sides. So, shifting over. So remember, you have the option of the forearm. If you want the support, take the weight off the wrist. Otherwise, stacking your right shoulder over your right wrist. The right knee will be down here, coming into a side plank, but with the bottom knee down. Want to get nice and supported here, and fingertips can be at the temple, arm can be reaching up or at your hip. It's really whatever makes you feel comfortable. So let's start with the extension of that leg. Lengthen that leg to lift. That's fine. Try to draw the armpit towards the hip. That's 3. Tummy's in. Navel to spine. That's 5. 6. 7. This is your last one. Hold it up. Flex the foot, and it's that double breath. Coming forward. Let's do 1 more. Lengthen it long and bring everything in. Whew, you should be feeling those hips, glutes, obliques through the side body. Well done. Let's go back to that first side. Here's where, if you do have a band, do not sweat it if you don't have one. If you have one, you can slide it up the legs. And just above the knees here, we're going to do a little bit more targeted work for the glutes and the external hip rotators from a side lying position. You want your knees bent, your heels You want to line them up with your sit bones, so they're not too far forward here. You really want to line up your heels with your sit bones, and then come lying down. You can be here, or you can make a pillow with the fleshy bit of your upper arm and forearm for your head. Now stick your tailbone out. Stick your tailbone and your sit bones back. And you want to try to bring this bottom rib cage, instead of letting it collapse into the mat, try to feel a connection to that bottom oblique, ribs in, shoulders away from the ears. Top hand on that top hip or oblique, lengthening that hip bone away from me. We're going to inhale and open up. My feet stay connected, and I'm wrapping into this top hip, really using the leg to work at the band as a resistance. So we're resisting against that band. Exhale to close. Inhale. Trying to make sure that you're not sending the top hip back. So I'm not rolling open with the torso. I'm really trying to isolate into the glutes, externally rotating into the hip. You can visualize a roll of toilet paper rolling, unraveling that toilet paper from behind. Wrap into that top hip and exhale to close. Keep drawing your tummy in. Inhale. We're going for 12 on this side. I think that's 6. You can count at home. Let's go for 4 more. Tummy's engaged. 3. Last 2. Hold this last one open. Tummy's engaged. Bottom rib is lifting as much as possible. Now we're going to pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You can do this without a band. 2, 1. Hold it open, 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 open. Resist to close. Woo. Now flex that top foot. Cover the knee and the ankle and the hip so they're all in one line. Now you're going to lift all of this as a unit. Up and lower. Up and lower. That's 2. We're going for 8. 3. 4. I'm really feeling my glutes today. 5. 6. 10. Yummy. We're getting a little bit doing our best here at a time where okay, just checking my connection, doing our best. Let's see how we do on this side. So set yourself up on the other side. This is your clam, targeting now into the left glute. And we go. You can do this with or without a band. And release for 12. This is 3. Try to make sure that hip, that top hip isn't rolling back. That's 4. Tummy's engaged. 5, 6, 7, 8. Relaxing through the neck and shoulders. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Hold it open. Relax the neck and shoulders. Tummy's engaged. Here's the fire where we pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5. Come on. 4. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Hold it open. Hold it open. Hold it open. Wrap into that top glute for fire. Fire. And release. Flex the top foot. Now you're going to raise the knee, ankle to about hip height. And we raise and lower as a unit for 8, 7, 6. Keep the top hip long. 5. Keep engaging navel to spine. 4, 3. Stay with me. 2, 1. Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. Keep that fire in the top hip and release it down. Woo. Very nice. Coming If you were using a band, you can lose that band now. Well done. We'll try to make more use of the band next week. We're going to come over into a 4-point kneeling now. So we're going to target the back body. Take a sip of water. And we go. So wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. You really want to feel a firm connection here underneath the palms and the knees, firmly connecting into the mat. Make sure you're not slouching here and slapping with the rib cage, dropping towards the mat. You want to bring the rib cage into the back body. Take a deep breath in here. And on the exhale, we're going to send the left arm, like you're going to turn the palm to shake somebody's hand, and send the right leg long. Left arm, right leg. Just notice that I didn't lose the alignment of my hips. Keep the rib cage connected, belly button to spine. Reach, heel, and fingertips away from each other. Trying to stay strong and stable through the body. Reach, reach, reach for 3. Rib cage in for 2. For 1, and bring it back underneath. Inhale. And exhale, other side. Turn the palm to shake somebody's hand. Flex the foot. Keep the hip bones smiling at your mat beneath you. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Tummies engaged. For 3, reach it further. For 2, for 1, and bring everything in. Tuck the toes. Inhale. On the exhale, without rounding or arching in the spine, keep a nice, strong, neutral spine. You want to picture me coming around with a sliver of paper. Hover your knees just a touch, enough for me to slide 1 sheet of paper underneath your knees. Don't let anything else in the body change. Keep your armpits traveling towards your hips, tummy lifting away from the mat, strong core. For 3, 2, 1, and gently ease the knees down. Sit back for a moment. Give the wrists a break. We're going to go again. We're going to add on now. Toes once again. Inhale and exhale. Hover the knees. Just enough for a piece of paper. From here, we're going to shift the hips back into a triangle. We call it in Pilates or downward facing dog. If this is too difficult with a tight back body, bend the knees so you can get a little bit more length in the back body. And then from here, back to that hovering 4-point kneeling. Don't let the knees touch the mat. And then send it back. Modify this any way you need to make it work for you so it's comfortable, that softness in the knees here. And then back to that hovering 4-point kneeling. Let's do 3 or 4 more. And back. Get some space between the ears and the upper arm bones. And back to that hovering 4-point kneeling. And back. Let's do 2 more. Hover, strong lines, and back. 4-point hover. Send the left leg back. Send the right leg back. We're in a strong plank now. If this is too challenging, in that full plank. Hold it here. Take the left hand, place it under the heart center. We're going to swivel into our side plank. You can always release that bottom knee for some more support. You're in your side plank now. And then rotate back through center. Shift the left hand back to a neutral position, right hand under the heart. Sorry for that, you're gonna get my back now. Swivel, and nice long line to the right and left sides of the body. Remember the bottom knee can be down. Big breath, swivel back to center. Let's do it one more time. Left hand under the heart center. Modify this any way you need to. Strong side body, tummy engaged, ribs in. From here, before we swivel back, thread that top arm. Keep your hips towards me, towards the screen. As you reach that arm underneath, really getting your rotation the middle back, and all the way up. Now we can shift back to that plank. Last side, right hand underneath the center. Shift. Don't let the hips sag. Tummy in. Remember the bottom knee can go down. Now keep your hips pointing forward and thread the top arm underneath. Reach, 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 reach. And all the way up. Back to center. That's full plank. Pilates push-ups to finish. If you need the knees to go down, you can do that now. A Pilates push-up is like a tricep push-up. The elbows are coming back towards the back body, not out towards the screen or the side. So we're targeting the triceps. So I'm going to show you one. Down, down, down. My ribs are kissed by my elbows. And full plank. Very challenging. Let's go for 3 to 5 at your own pace. That's 2. My knees are going down for the last 3. Last 2. Make sure the ribs are getting contact with the elbows. Tummy's lifting. Beautiful. Toes go back down. Full plank. Step the right knee in. And the left, open up the knees. Feet together. Come sitting back in shallow, we call it in Pilates. You can walk the hands forward or bring them back towards the ankles and allow the forehead to come down to the mat. Breathing out into that back body as you stay in your shell. Hands can really be anywhere that they're comfortable. Keep breathing through the back body. Holding it up slowly, building your spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Let's plant the hands, tuck the toes. I'm going to give you a side profile here, so we're going to just open up the feet a little bit before we close. So I'm just on the balls of my feet. We're going to raise the heels up. And release the heels down. Raise the heels up. And release the heels down. Raise those heels up. And gently ease them. Elbows here. Right. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Send us a comment, know how it impacted you. I'd love to know how you felt after this class. And each week we'll just keep building on and getting more and more athletic. I think I'm seeing many of you on Saturday. Until then, keep your physical distance during this very strange time, but don't forget about staying close to people through social solidarity, emotional support, picking up the phone to call a friend instead of sending a text message, and taking care of yourself and your family. Mad love from me, Shona, to all of you. Thank you.